Vice President Student Experience, and this is the last of our 3 town halls that we've been doing over this summer to help welcome you students to Camosun. And the countdown is on. We are 5 days away from welcoming all of you for the first day of classes on September 8th. But before we begin, I want to acknowledge that we are on the traditional territories of the Lekwungen and the Wasanich people. And one of the buildings behind us is Natsamat, which is one of our Indigenous ceremonial spaces at the college. We are very proud of that, and we are always grateful and appreciative of the warm welcome that we have received on these lands. And today I'm at beautiful Lansdowne campus. Last time we did this at the interurban campus, and this time we thought we would go with the Lansdowne campus, which is beautiful and yet another sunny and exciting day. So what are we going to talk about today? So what we've been hearing from students is, I'm a little nervous. What's the return to campus going to look like? And we've had new health orders come out in BC, so I just want to go over a couple little points there. And then the other overwhelming message we've received is, how am I going to meet people? How do I get involved? What's the student experience going to look like this fall? So instead of talking to me and listening to my advice, which I'm an adult, let's face it, we're going to have you meet some of our outstanding student leaders who can give you a little bit of insight on what you can expect. Now, first, let's talk about the serious stuff, which is the health orders. So as of last week, the Provincial Health Office is advising that masks need to be worn indoors in all public spaces. So that includes almost all indoor spaces inside Camosun because they are public areas. So that means you'll be needing to wear a mask when you receive service at any of our student services, as well as attending class. We are still waiting on some specifics of those guidelines. So one of the questions is, could we take our masks off if we're inside our class? We do not know that yet. But the other thing we do know is that proof of vaccines will be required if you want to access our fitness centers as well as our gyms, which if you look at Pisces, which is where we host our Chargers events, you will need to show proof of vaccine if you want to access those events. We also know that you will have to show proof of vaccine if you want to access indoor student clubs or any of those activities. Again, more specifics will be coming, but what I can advise is if you can, get vaccinated. If you can, think about how you're going to spend time at Camosun. You are in control of your experience here. We are going to provide a safe space, but it is up to you on how close you get to other people. So if you're nervous, wear your mask, get vaccinated. Don't get too close to others, don't gather. If you want to gather with other students and we want you to meet them, go outside. But think about what you can do to stay safe. This is a journey that you're on. We're here with you, but please, if you can, get vaccinated. And a couple of things, if you haven't been vaccinated already and you would like to, we have the Vax van showing up on campus next week. So September 8th and 9th, we will have the Vax van from Island Health on campus, ready to give vaccines to anyone who is interested. More information is on our orientation webpage. So if you would like to do that, we highly recommend it, and you can come to campus to do that. Now, the other thing I should mention is if you are interested in earning free tuition for fall, any student who has been vaccinated and can show proof of vaccine can be entered into a draw to win your fall semester's tuition. That information is also available off of our orientation webpage, but it's easy. Anyone can enter. I'm not exactly sure the closing date. I think the closing date is the 7th. This is what happens when you go live. I'm looking at everyone behind me. When is it going live, Aiden?
Which is, sorry, what?
The contest for the vaccination.
It's the 20th of September.
The 20th of September.
It's live already, but it's ending on that 20th.
Okay, so it is already live. You can enter by September 20th. And again, so since you heard a voice talking on the side, let's shift on to how to meet people. So I'm going to invite Aiden Cole. Aiden's going to come on to the screen.
Hi everyone, I'm a co-op student working with Student Affairs this summer. So I'm just going to tell you guys about some of the ways you can interact with other students before classes start and during your first couple weeks. So one of the things you can do right now is interact on our social media. So you can get in those comment sections on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, We're going to have some Instagram lives running next week, so make sure you stay tuned for those. Those will be on basically Tuesday to Friday, 1:30 every day. And then that's kind of it for now, but Welcome Week does start in 5 days on the 7th. So one of the best ways you can get involved is just showing up. You can come and see everybody, learn about some of the services around campus. You can see some of the clubs that we're going to talk about a little later on. And really it's just a good opportunity to interact with teachers and fellow students around the campus. As far as the next way, it's probably in your classes. So you're going to be starting classes on the 7th. That's next Tuesday for everybody who's a little worried about it. So a best way to talk to people is really just getting out there. There's going to be a lot of icebreakers and those first interactions in person classes. And then for online students, there's going to be discussion rooms. You can direct connect with some other students depending on the settings in your D2L classes, so make sure you check on that. And then really throughout Welcome Week, we're going to have some great events going on. The Fitness and Recreation Department is going to be running some free classes for students. So that's going to be happening kind of all over the day. And I know Maria's in the background, so she'll put a link in chat about when those are going to happen and a link to our events page. And then finally, one of the best ways throughout the semester that you can link with other students is in our common spaces. So study rooms, the atrium on Interurban, you can go to Chargers games and there'll be plenty of students there to interact with. So it's a great way to keep in touch with people as you go through. Thanks, Heather.
Thanks, Aiden. All right, so he referenced clubs. So we're going to meet Amanda Gardner, who is going to talk to us about the Camosun College Student Society. All of you are members of the Student Society by nature of being a student here, and there's incredible ways to get involved there. So Amanda, hop on in.
Awesome, thanks Heather. Hi everybody and welcome back to campus. I'm so excited to be here, and the Student Society is so excited to be working for you and with you this year to make it one of the best years we've had at Camosun so far. So how can you get involved with the Student Society? Well, let's do Camp Fest next week. We have 4 days of awesome events and activities that are happening. We're going to have booths everywhere with a bunch of free giveaways. We're going to have games. There's going to be clubs present and our constituencies present as well. So come down and learn what's going to be happening this year. Check out our social media, and yeah, just so much we can get you involved with. If you have any questions about what's going on with the CCSS, you can always stop by our offices, which it's Fisher 101B, and then the Campus Center 111 at Interurban. So we'll always have those staffed, and you can go down and talk to the staff there and get answers to your questions. We also have these awesome agendas that we're handing out with to everybody next week. There's going to be prize bags with these. There's chocolate in there. There's a whole bunch of other awesome prizes. So come pick up your agenda. There's tons of information for you about what's going on with the CCSS and with clubs as well. And yeah, just so many things that we're excited to share with you this coming year. A couple of examples are we want to have a drag brunch going on. We want to do a clothing swap. There's a climate strike happening for the Fridays for Future on September 24th. And we want to do Quinterfest, Climate Justice 101 workshops, and those are just a couple of things that our constituencies are going to be doing this coming year. So yeah, come check it out and get involved with school. Some of our clubs that are going to be happening is we're going to have an international cafe, which we're going to hear from Emily a little bit further on about that. There's this awesome activities clubs, which it's been described as summer camp for adults. And I don't know about you, but I love summer camp and I'm an adult, so I can't wait to get involved in that one. If on-campus events aren't your thing, then come and do the Adventure Club. It's off-campus activities, outdoorsy, still kind of summer campy, so come get involved in that. And then if like the super high intensity activities aren't for you, come check out the Video and Board Game Club. This club is awesome. I've seen them all over campus. They're always present, and you know what? I'm not the best Mario Kart racer, but you should come down and race me, and we'll see who's better. One other club that we have going on is a makers club, and we're actually looking to hire for that position. And so it's going to be at the interurban campus. It's going to be all techie and hands-on building and making things. So if any of those interest you, come check them out. Those are our enhanced clubs that have funding. If those aren't your types of clubs, then check out our list of clubs online. You can email them, and if you haven't heard back from them in a week, then please email clubs@camosunstudent.org, and we'll help you out getting that all sorted out. And then also, you can make your own club. So if none of the clubs that are on the online there are up your alley, and you and 4 other friends have this idea for an amazing club, then all you have to do is go online and fill out the club sheet, and there's actually funding available for you if you want to start your club upon approved request. So I asked how much is available, and they said anywhere from $200 to much depending on how big and how impactful your club will be on campus. So take the initiative, come and start out a club that you're just going to be so excited to be a part of, and hey, why not put it on your resume and start building for your future? So yeah, I think that's all I have to say at the moment, but I'm so excited to have you guys back on campus. Come find us on our social media, send us an email. We can't wait to answer your questions and welcome you back this year.
Awesome. Thanks, Amanda. Emily, why don't you come and introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name's Emily. I go by she, her pronouns, and I'm a second-year nursing student at Camosun College, and I'm really excited to talk to everybody about clubs. So I'm the club organizer of the International Club, and the International Club is a new club at Camosun, and it's just a good chance to connect with other people and learn about different cultures and languages, and we want to provide a safe space for all the students here, and to just talk and just get to know each other. And so the club is open to all students, so even domestic and international students, and we just would like everyone to join and just get all faculties, any program. It's not limited to any students, and the reasons you should join is just to get to know each other and just to get familiar with other people of similar interests, and it allows you to meet people from different programs and faculties. And getting involved in clubs is really important in that you can be part of the culture, campus life and everything. And so the activities my club, the International Club, offers is we're just going to meet up every week or so, and this will be at the interurban and the Lansdowne campus, and we just like to chat, and we will provide snacks and participate in cultural activities too. So we're thinking of trying to learn from each other and teach each other about different cultures and where we're from and everything, and we're very open to new activities since we're a new club, and we're going to get everybody involved. Everybody has a voice in our club and everything. So overall, we seek to have a relaxed environment where we can just talk and have fun. And let's see, some ways to sign up. So definitely at CamFest, we'll have tents for all clubs and everything, and booths, so you can go up and talk to people and join. And on the Camosun College Student Society website, we'll have a list of clubs, and you can look and see if the International Club doesn't really interest you. There's definitely plenty of clubs such as Amanda's. She spoke about the Adventure Club, the On-Campus Activity Club, the Makers Club, and as well as the Video Game and the Board Game Club as well. And yeah, there are plenty of opportunities to get involved and join. And yeah, thank you for having me. I'll let you go back on, Heather.
Great.
Is there any questions that you have about clubs or anything?
No, but thank you very much.
Of course.
Appreciate that. So thanks, Emily. So there you go, an example of someone who helped create their own club because they saw a need and decided to show the initiative and make it happen. So thank you, Emily. And we have the largest international student cohort coming in this fall. In fact, we have the greatest number of first-year international students. So thank you to all of you that chose Camosun, and we can't wait to see you engaged in some of our clubs. Now, last but not least, we are the Camosun Chargers. We have a very, very proud tradition of excellence in sport. And who better to talk about the Chargers and how you as a student can get involved and cheer them on than talking to two of our men's basketball players, Calvin and Austin. Calvin and Austin, come in and talk about the Chargers.
Hello,
Hey,
I'm
everyone.
Austin. I'm Calvin. Yes, we are twins, if you were wondering. We're pretty similar. Don't need to ask. No. But a great way to, interact with us is following us on Camosun Chargers, like the Instagram, any other platform, I think Facebook as well. I last year helped work for the Camosun Chargers, like the Instagram, and I found a great way with interacting with students. It was a lot of fun. Another way we can interact with others.
Yeah, we're gonna be at Camp Fest from like 10 to 2, I think on Wednesdays, but also possibly other days too. I'm not 100% sure. But you can come say hi. We'll talk about the schedules, what we're doing as athletes, how you can get involved by watching games and everything. And
Yeah, we're not intimidating guys. You can come up to us, say hi. We'll say hi to you back. Ask how your day is going. But also, our home opener, men's basketball, is November 5th. That's at Pisces, which is at the Interurban campus. There's also the women's before us. They're great people too. We also have the volleyball team as well. Also great people. We're just surrounded by great people. And it will be a lot of fun. If you're competitive, come watch. If you're not, come watch. It will be a fun and good time. We haven't got to play in like forever, so be ready to we'll try our best to win. Like Heather was telling me before, make sure to tell people that we're gonna win. So we're gonna win.
yeah,
And it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're hungry to play. So
and I'm sure a lot of the students are ready to cheer on us as they had a year to train to cheer, and so hopefully everything's gonna unfold into a good season for us.
yeah, just make sure to be loud
Yeah.
and have fun.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Heather.
Guys. All right, thank you. So look, you've heard from our students. There's many ways to get involved, but it's up to you to join, to raise your hand, to show up, as Aiden says, because there's lots of ways to do it, and it's up to you to make this an amazing student experience. So we encourage all of you, get online, look at the ways that you can get involved, and then start joining things next week. So before we go, a couple other little housekeeping tasks. So if you haven't done it already, you could come to campus and get your student card. Your student card has your bus pass on it, and the bus pass is probably the most popular service for most of our students. You could also get your books and materials. That information is available from our bookstore. You can order things online, pick them up when you arrive. Also encourage you to just walk around, see yourselves in our halls and our walls. Grab your class list and see where your classes are. Check things out. The sooner that you see yourself here, the more comfortable you're going to be, and the more comfortable you are, the more confident and more successful you will be. A couple of other things is that we do have on-campus employment opportunities. So if you're a student who's looking to make a little bit of extra money, Calvin and Austin mentioned the athletics department does hire students as part of our event staff. We have Aramark, which runs our cafeterias. They're going to be hiring. And then, as Amanda mentioned, we've got a couple positions in our student society. So do let us know if you're interested in employment on campus, because it is a great way for students to earn money, but also balance their school and their studies. All right, and last but not least, big thank you to Aiden, Maria, who's behind the scenes, and Alyssa, who part of our orientation and transition program group. Everything that we've been delivering has been their brainchild, so we rely on them to tell us, what do you think students want to know, and how do they want to receive that information? So we follow their advice. You will see Maria and Aiden and perhaps Alyssa on our Friday afternoons. We do our online chats. So if you have questions, no matter what kind of question it is, ask our students. They can tell you what things are like. And then last but not least, we are so excited to have you back on campus. Almost all of you will be back starting next week. Do enjoy your last weekend of summer before you see you next week. I'll be kicking around, so as Calvin and Austin said, if you see me, come up and say hi, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, and have a great weekend.